Hello and welcome to the latest edition of Canutillo Convos, the official Canutillo ISD podcast. I'm Gustavo Reveles, the Director of Communications for Canutillo ISD. And of course, we have our leader with us, our Superintendent of Schools.
So I'm no longer fearless?
Well, he's fearful now.
Now I'm fearful?
Our fearless leader, Dr. Pedro Galaviz.
And fearful. And sad because the Packers lost.
Well, at least they had a chance. The Commanders didn't even have a chance. But they went out with a bang, beating the Cowboys, which is all I ask.
Actually, I'd rather be a Packer fan than a TCU fan. Right?
Oof.
Yeah,
That was rough.
That was rough.
That was rough.
Big 12, but Texas represented, and as far as what you can say.
Yeah.
But
I have a special connection to TCU. I live right by campus. When I lived in Fort Worth, beautiful area, beautiful campus. Really. The stadium's not that great, but it's a great community. I loved it over there.
Also, Dr. Verheel, former associate now superintendent at Reveles, her daughter went to TCU.
Uh-huh.
I think she was at the game, but that was probably a hard game to sit through.
That is a hard game to sit through. Well, us minor fans are used to kind of disappointing that way.
You know what? I don't know why the Miners, not to get rid of football, but just concentrate on basketball. I mean, like Duke,
yeah.
Like these. Like Connecticut, Providence,
or make investments.
Yeah, or make an investment. But I just think basketball is probably more.
Well, I mean, definitely basketball gets a lot more fans and a lot more attention at UTEP.
Yeah,
we're a basketball school.
The women's basketball team. And
they're doing real good.
Basketball team, but I don't know.
Go Miners, picks up.
So I don't know if you're AD for UTEP, go.
And you're listening to this podcast.
Play basketball.
Yeah. Well, we're here, Doc, to talk a little bit about facilities. It's a topic that we talk about often. The voters in the district shut down the bond election 2 times in a row now, 2 years in a row. But the needs haven't gone away. We have to tend to the growth in the district. And to that effect, we are looking to really get input from the community on how best to address these issues given the situation that we're in right now. Limited funding and great need.
Well, limited funding and also no funding.
No funding, yeah.
The state doesn't give us money for our aging facility.
Right.
Or roofs or, they pay us by daily attendance. And we've been asking whoever listens, the commissioner and governor, especially the governor, our legislators, pay us by enrollment.
Right.
The kids are there, but you're right. It's really no money to pay for our leaky roofs.
Leaky roofs. Roofs. And the need for more classrooms, the need for more space, all these issues, right? So we know that because the bond didn't pass, we're not going to be able to address the issues that we had hoped for. But we got to address some of them, and we got to move forward and plan. So we're gonna try and plan our way out of this pickle that we're in. But we need community input, right? And we need to know what's important to the community. So to that effect, we've launched a survey of the community, of all stakeholders in the district. You can be a student, you can be a parent, you can be a taxpayer, a community member. We want to hear from people to know what they think we should be addressing. What should we prioritize as a school district when it comes to facilities and
we heard that from even one of our board members that the number was too high. Well, give me a number that, is it 100 million? Is it 50 million? Is it 1 million? What we know our safety security was 14 million, right?
Right.
And we know our leaky roofs, which are 57 million. So is that too much? Is that replace all the leaky roofs? And we really need input. And you're right. It's not just from our parents and our students and our staff, but it's the neighbors that don't have kids that go to school.
Right.
That neighbors that
they may not have a connection to us.
A direct connection with
right.
us, but they are connected because it has property taxes. It has, and the ones that voted no, those signs that were out there that voted no, come out and tell us we still have needs, and we still need to address our needs.
Right. And this is step one. This is step one in our effort to engage with the community and try to address.
How many steps do we get?
I don't. What I do know is that we're gonna have to take several steps, right? And it's not gonna be one, but this first step is important.
Yeah, it's the first step after the second attempt at a bond, right? But again, even from the first to the second bond, we've always, from our Just for Kids committee, brought people in.
Right.
From last, Kids Deserve It, right?
Right.
That one.
Yeah, I mean, community engagement has been really part of what we've done here. I think, I personally was very satisfied with the way we engaged with the community at this last bond election. This is the only one I can speak of since it's the only one that I was a part of. I know that we reached out to people at home. We reached out to people at school. We reached out to people, in different sort of settings. We weren't just sitting back and pushing information to the ether, hoping that it will land. It's not, this communicating with the public is not an exact science, and it's not gonna be, we can't knock on every single door, but we knocked on thousands of doors.
Yeah.
We did.
Send mailers out.
Right. So we want to know if this engagement is not working, then okay, let's invite them in. How do you want to be addressed? How can we answer your questions? How can we address your concerns? And that's gonna be a next step.
Well, not only that, it's gonna have to go fast.
Yes.
I mean, because February 17th, according to our bond council or the law, you have to announce the May 23 bond
Right.
by February 17th. So that engagement, hopefully the survey will give us some insight on
Right.
what people are saying. But we have a pretty good turnout, right?
We've launched it just yesterday. This is we're talking here. With 24 hours, we've had over 500, 600 people already participate and give us input. We want more. We're gonna be collecting data through next Friday, which is the 20th. So we're going to be collecting data all that time, allowing people to kind of participate in this survey. If you want to participate, links have been provided to you, to the public via our social media. It's on our website. If you're a parent or an employee of the district, you received an email with a link to that survey. You don't have to be an employee or a parent in the district to participate. So anyone who's a stakeholder in this community is welcome to participate and let us know what they think. But we want to hear from you. We want to hear if it's safety and security that you want us to address, if it's maintenance, if it's student programming, if it's new school construction. We've sort of given the public information about all these needs, but we know that we can't address them all. So what should we be addressing? What are the priorities that we need to sort of put on top of our list? That's what we want to know.
No, it's correct. We're trying to address them all.
Right.
We were trying again, but that didn't pass. So what do you want us to address? Is one or two or just one?
Right.
And again, those that say, the price is too high, then give me a number.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll prioritize within the number that the community or the majority wants. So.
And we're working with our new board members and the entire school board to come up with a plan of action that's digestible, right? That is something that the entire community can support. It's a moving target, and it's something that's not easy to do, but working with them, including some people that had shown hesitation for the bond, and getting their input and maybe even their support at the end, because they feel that this is now a sound proposal. given the different needs. Doc, we talked about safety and security ad nauseum, right? We talked nonstop about safety and security, and we had a big proposal in the bond for safety and security. We want to know if that's what's important to you, if that's what you want us to focus this time around only in this, then let us know. If you want to throw in fixing the leaky roofs that are in the school, but only the leaky roofs, let us know. If you think we should build a new Northwest Early College, let us know. There's an opportunity there for you to tell us exactly what you feel there. And then there's an opportunity, given the system that we have, for people to come on board, read the comments that people are saying, and either support them as saying, yes, this is the right thing to do, or saying, no, this is not the way I want to go. So at the end, we'll have data that will show us what the public is supporting when it comes to facilities.
And I think even if all staff, you go around your neighborhood, if you have people in your neighborhood that don't have the direct connection, then knock on their door and say, hey, listen, there's a survey out there. Tell me, what do you think?
Yeah.
We have leaky roofs. We're all messengers. Everyone that has a badge, we're all messengers because again, we had training this week for the boards, and we're here to serve kids.
Right.
We're not here to serve adults, we're here to serve kids.
Right.
And we're here to make sure that our future, those kids sitting in those classrooms, have the resources, have the optimal learning environment so they can go out and make the world a better place, and make El Paso a better place. So.
Great. So we want to invite everyone then to log on to our website, click on the banner for the banner for the survey. Give us some your input and help us out and figure out how we move forward, how we plan our way out of this issue we have with growth, and hopefully we can come up with something that is satisfactory to the entire community.
And we encourage you to be. Let's have solutions. You can sit there and it's like the Packers lost, and I sit there and question the coach's decision. They should have done this, should have done that, and you really realize that, how is that helping us get better? So we're gonna, people, you're going out for another bond. You're going out,
Right.
People start talking and become negative Neds and negative Nellies, and it's like, hey, well, bring me something.
Bring me solutions. Yeah.
Come to the table, because it's those kids that we look in their eyes every day that's our future. And if we can, I always say, if we don't take care of them, who will? Right.
And it's our charge to do that.
It's our charge.
And Doc, moving on to another topic, we have long weekend. Oh. It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. The district will be closed on Monday to observe and celebrate the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. Obviously this is an important figure in our history, and we want to highlight the accomplishments of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and really talk a little bit about how relevant his message remains with us, right? I mean, it's still something that we struggle with, equity and equality. So we want to make sure that remains something that our students learn about.
And not only learn, but how do we bring his I have a dream forward to our society? It seems like sometimes we as a society forget, right? Martin Luther King happened so long ago, but in the history of this country, it just happened.
Right.
1966, the walks, how do we bring that equality without ostracizing another group?
Right.
Right? Because we all got to come together and be part of this world we live in today. And I think that's sometimes the message that we miss of let's not point fingers at people. You did this to me, but hey, that was happened in the past. I forgive you and I love you. Now let's go forward.
Yeah. I mean, we live in such a fragmented time right now with people sort of separating themselves by political beliefs, by political parties, by, dogmas and beliefs and all that. And it's, this message of unity, respect, and respect for otherness is so relevant.
It's for all races. It's for all races. And again, we saw that, but we saw that in our Congress, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Republicans and Democrats, and people are tired of it. I am.
Yeah.
I'm just tired of. I want to believe that we're all here for each other, and we're all here for humanity,
right?
Regardless of who you vote for, that.
Yeah, it's really important for us to put aside all that and focus. Especially, I think schools offer a great opportunity to really put aside any politics, anything like that, to just really teach being kind to each other, being good to each other, respect for one another, and that is the legacy that Martin Luther King Jr. left, and we hope to celebrate that on Monday and throughout the year.
I agree. Martin Luther King, he was for everybody. He was for all races.
Right.
And it wasn't about being right. It was about doing right. Let's do right for all. If we do right for all, then all should be forgiven and all should be loved. So write that in my memoirs.
All right. I'm working on it. Great. Well, we'll be off on Monday to celebrate and observe Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And we'll be back on Tuesday to continue providing the best instruction possible here in the best small school district in Texas, in El Paso's AAA rated school district. And we will see you then.
Happy MLK.
Okay. Thank you all. We'll see you.